Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of my European adventure. It's 5 AM and I'm preparing to leave Aachen on a journey up to Holland. There's already been issues this morning. I should have left at 4:20, but the train was cancelled. So I'm already on plan B. I've just looked at the weather forecast, and at 9 o'clock it's showing heavy to extreme rain in Holland, which is always fun. And I've also got a 7-minute connection on this journey. So I can see us having to go for plan C or maybe even plan D before we get to 9 o'clock. Well, we've made it to Mönchengladbach. I've got 15 minutes here. Now, this is quite a nice station actually. And a couple of German trains in as well, for good luck. Connection made, and I'm now on the train to Venlo. I'm just waiting for it to depart. So I've made it to Boxtel. Minor panic because I couldn't get a taxi to take the job, but eventually, after raising the price, I managed to get someone to take me the 13-minute drive that it'll be down to Parkrun. I couldn't get this close to Oosterplas and then not give it a go. So today will be East number 5 and complete Compass number 5. So I've made it to Oosterplas. It's absolutely pelting down, so I apologise if the footage is a little blurry. On a head count, there are about 16 to 17 people here, so guaranteed to be my lowest ever finish. It's a good job I know that this is a 2-lap course, as I'm already losing sight of the people in front of me. And I can't see the tail walker behind me. I think this is going to become a run by myself. There's lots and lots of sweet chestnut carcasses over the path, which is making this quite difficult. I'm going to have to watch my footing, I think. I hope that you've all enjoyed the videos that I've been doing from Europe. This, unfortunately, is the last one. If you've enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. For anyone who's interested, Oosterplas is a 2-lap course round the reservoir that is on my left. It's all on these wide tarmac paths. Be aware though, a bit like yesterday in Germany, there are no marshals, but it is well signed. My best advice to you, keep the lake on your left and you can't really go wrong. Now for a change, we move on to the little chicane section. Nice little duck pond down to my right hand side. Oh, this is rather nice. An avenue of plane trees. and also a chance for me to see where the runners in front are. Not too far away. It really is quite disconcerting that I can't see the tail corker behind me. I hope nothing's happened, as I'm sure I'm the last one on the road. So I've just gone past the finish, which means I've got one full lap to do. On the positive though, I didn't get lapped by the leader. I'm happy with that. Massive thank you to all the volunteers today. Standing out in this, just so that we can go for a run, is beyond the pale really. I'm sure this weather is getting worse. On a sunny day, I bet it's beautiful here, running round the lake. You'd probably even go for a swim afterwards. Right now, I feel like I've already been for a swim. It does take a lot to get used to courses that don't have marshals, especially when you run like I do, and you very quickly lose sight of the person in front of you. I'm very grateful that these signs are here, so it keeps me on the right path. Now I realise it's a 2-lap course, I realise I've already been round it once, but I'd virtually lost sight of the guy in front on the first lap. So I am very grateful for these being signed so well. So thank you to whoever came out early and put the signs out. This is certainly up there with the wettest I have ever been at a parkrun.
Oh, right. Giggity, 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 goo.
I remember one run at Wolverhampton in a storm, but apart from that, I think this probably matches it. This is a very stark memorial here, right by the side of the lake. I've no idea what it's for, I don't speak Dutch, but whatever it was took place in 2008. So I've just come down to the little community farm, which is near where the parkrun runs, where I was very glad to be able to get changed into some dry clothes. Massive thank you to everyone today. I can confirm that there was a tail walker, I just hadn't seen her. She was walking behind me, which is why I'd not had a visual on her. No idea with what time I've come back with, but as I said earlier, it's not about the time today. Now it's time to head back to the station and get myself back to Brussels. On our approach into Brussels, in the distance you can just see the Atom statue poking up over the horizon. Amazing little thing, really. There's also what appears to be a Chinese pagoda. You should say the modern and the old all in one. I was going to end the video after the parkrun, but I've made it back to Brussels and I've got 2 hours to kill. So I've located a brewery set off the street called L'Hermitage, and it is literally in a little quadrant just hidden away 7 minutes walk from Midi station. They've got 15 beers on tap, and having spoken to a couple of locals who live here, they never knew this place existed. How do I do it that I find these random places? They do good beer too. This is the 8% dipper. Very, very nice. So there we go. Leaving Brussels, London bound. It's been a lovely couple of days away, but unfortunately it's now time to head back under the channel and head home. The time is almost upon us when we need to say goodbye to mainland Europe. Bye bye. Hi everybody, just before we finish this video I'm just going to bring you up to date with the compass challenge. So because I've done Oosterplas, that has completed my 5th compass, which has also pushed me up to 5th in the all-time ranking, being the 5th person to ever do 5 compasses. That's a lot of 5s. I'm still intending to do West Links next June, on the 13th of June, for my 6th compass. However, I feel now I may be pushing on to try and do my 7th compass at the end of 2026. Location to be decided.